Sometimes in life, you can do some really stupid things. When your brain screams out it's wrong, but you do it anyway.
He's gonna do it. Nobody's ever ridden the Zig Zag before.
Don't be an idiot, Leonard. You'll never survive.
Have fun breaking your neck.
Loser.
Like the day I decided to impersonate a crash test dummy on top of Zig Zag Hill. 325 metres of bone-breaking, skin-scraping bitumen. Yep, stupid. Because things have been normal enough lately.
Given the current temperature, we've got 11 minutes and 30 seconds before the chocolate chip ice cream turns into chocolate mousse.
Right you are, son. With you in a jiffy.
Meanwhile, I was being all mature and responsible and stayed home to do the housework. I vacuumed with a machine that blew more dust than it sucked. I did the ironing, being extra careful with Sarge's police shirts. I managed to feed Blob while dodging projectiles of blob vomit most of the time. I changed Blob's nappy and 10 minutes later, changed her again. I even tried to make Mum's all-time favourite breakfast. Strange how pancakes defy gravity. Yep, I was busier than I'd ever been. All on account of Mum not feeling too well. She was having one of her polka dot days.
Extra crispy toast. My all-time favourite breakfast.
I scraped most of the burnt bits off.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Mum called them her polka dot days because they were the days she felt a bit dotty. Okay, bad joke. But it was her way of trying to stop us from worrying. But she'd had more polka dot days than usual since arriving in Angeles. Like the day she tried to kill the big pine tree by belting it with a hammer.
I read, if you threaten them, they die.
Or the time she tried to tune into the universe via the television.
That's radiation from outer space, some of it from the Big Bang itself, do you understand?
And then there was the phone call to the Easter Bunny.
I'm just ringing to let you know that the Leonard family will be cancelling Easter this year until they sort out the problem with their broken-down, useless washing machine.
The way I figured it, Mum was a bit like Frida the Volvo. Every now and then, Mum didn't fire on all cylinders.
Gotta go, mate.
And she needed a bit of a tune-up to get back on the road.
Hello. Beautiful day, Fred.
A day's rest in bed usually did the trick. But this time, something was different.
Special treat time. Your favourite story?
I'm 13. I haven't read Pelican Dan since I was 5.
13, and all grown up with a lovely girlfriend.
Vicky and I broke up. I told you that, remember?
These are the things that make us stronger.
That'll be the spin dry. Better hang the laundry out.
We can read this later.
As it turned out, I wasn't the only one concerned about Mum. Philip had wet the bed during the night. A sure sign he was worried too.
There you go, Sarge. Home sweet home. Oh, thank you.
Had a bit of trouble with the Volvo. Mr. Streeton was kind enough to give us a lift home with the groceries.
Where's Frida now?
At the car yard, in the capable hands of my mechanic.
How's Vicky, Mr. Streeton?
Even though Vicky and I had broken up, the question was out before I could stop it.
Vicky, well, couldn't be better. Powering on all cylinders.
Great. All cylinders. Excellent.
Is breakfast ready? I'm starving.
Philip, you're leaking.
It used to be chocolate chip.
I've just cleaned the kitchen floor.
I hope we're having pancakes.
We're having toast. Extra crispy.
Turned out, Mum and I weren't the only ones having a bad start to the day. Mr. Streeton had decided it was time for Vicky to learn the meaning of hard work.
Chocolate chip, I'd say, courtesy of the Leonards. If there wasn't a new car in it, I would have let them walk.
You're all heart, Dad.
And after school, you can start cleaning the new models down at the car yard.
But I've got homework to do after school.
Which should have been finished this morning. It's time you realise, kitten, money does not grow on a money tree. It grows on a hard work tree, which grows right alongside the tree of responsibility. And you can wipe that expression off your face.
Meanwhile, I was busy getting Blob ready. Sarge was taking her to work on account of Mum being sick. Clean nappies, baby formula, wet ones, baby powder, rash cream, skin cream, teething ring, rusks.
Philip, hurry up!
And some yummy creamed corn. That ought to do it.
As soon as Snowy's over his flu, I'll be able to spend a bit more time with you.
I'm going to be fine, Sarge. It's not going to beat me.
Okay, well, you just get all the rest you need. Bye, love. You boys be all right?
Fine, Sarge. Philip, will you hurry up? We have to get to school.
It's for my science project at school. Mould and fungus. What's wrong with Mum?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with her. Don't forget your sandwiches.
Right, I've got everything. Baby bag, lunch, files I haven't read yet, files I don't intend to read, miscellaneous files. Yes, good. Okay. Bye, champions.
Sarge, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Constable Blob.
Sarge was doing his best to stay calm, but I could tell he was worried.
Oh, and Lockie, nice work ironing my shirt. Top job.
Is your mum gonna be okay? Philip said she's having a dodgy day.
Philip. What? Snotty day, not dotty. Bit of a cold. You know, cough, full of phlegm.
I don't know why I lied. Probably because I didn't want anyone knowing Mum was only firing on 2.5 cylinders.
Here, Mum's missing a spark plug.
Needs a tune-up.
Timing's out of whack.
Got a screw loose. Going a bit dotty. I was gonna ask you a favour, but maybe it's not a good time. Been worried about your mum.
I'm not worried about Mum.
You look worried.
Well, I'm not, okay?
Okay. You still cut over Vicky?
Egg, I'm gonna hit you with my skateboard in a minute.
It's gotta be something.
You're right. I am still cut up about Vicky. But not a word to anyone, okay?
Man, women.
So what's the favour?
There's this rumour going around that Dot likes me.
So?
I mean, really likes me.
It's more than a rumour. I've heard from several reliable sources.
Oh, man, I just want to hang out, be mates. Now I'm gonna have to talk to her, and I don't know what to say. But what if I do say something, and the rumours are wrong?
Anyone ever skate here?
Are you nuts? No one's ever skated Zig Zag here without needing an ambulance. What do you reckon about Dot?
So, Mr. Leonard, no late note, and my guess is no homework. Who ate it this time? Cyril the clever sheep? The washing machine? Errant baby Blob? Come on, son, surprise me.
I couldn't do my homework, sir, because I was doing housework. Because I couldn't say it. Because my mum is sick. I just couldn't, because then everyone would know. Only 2.5 cylinders, not the full engine.
You and Miss Streeton make an excellent pair. Right, detention, both of you.
I hadn't seen Vicky much since our disaster at school camp. But I decided to be mature and responsible about our breakup. you okay?
Yeah, you?
Haven't seen you around.
I've been working at the car yard. Sometimes I wish my parents would just crawl into a hole and disappear.
You don't mean that.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. What if something really did happen to them?
I'd celebrate, probably.
You don't know anything.
So what, you know everything about me now, do you?
Mum's gonna get better, isn't she?
Of course she will. She's a Leonard. And like Sarge says, us Leonards, tough as nails.
Lockie, did you know there's 206 bones in the human body? And they're all breakable?
Don't worry. We'll be okay.
And while I was busy reassuring Philip, Sarge was doing his best to look after Blob.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! Boys, the reason this piece of concrete is called a footpath is because it is for the feet. Feet being the plural of foot. If it were for bicycles, it would be called a bicycle path. What if you'd hit Mrs. Jones here and broken a bone or 10? Mrs. Jones?
Sorry, Mrs. Jones.
What do you think, Constable Blob? Should we let him off with a warning just this once? Oh, yuck. Oh, gross.
Blob had become a real good shot, and she loved to practice every chance she got. Later that night, after Dr. Wallace came to visit Mum, Sarge sat us down for a chat.
The doctor says Mum's got this illness called depression, which is where you're sad and worried and worn out, all cooked up together. And no matter how hard you try, you just can't be happy.
She will get better though, won't she?
Oh, yeah, of course she will. Hey, she's a Leonard. Tough as nails. But, she's gonna need all our love and understanding. Okay?
Okay. It was Sarge's way of asking me to keep being mature and responsible.
Philip, your bag goes in the room. And you didn't eat your sandwich.
Because the idea of a sandwich, Lockie, is that you're supposed to shove something between the bread.
Well, maybe if you'd done the shopping properly.
Yucky nappy coming through, mate. Wade, big jobs. Do not give Blob cream corn, okay? Big mistake.
Lockie, what's for dinner?
It was gonna be corn.
The next day, Mr. Streeton delivered the bad news to Sarge.
Sergeant, you got a minute? Gearbox, head gasket, carburetor, points, distributor, diff, radiator and thermostat. All dodgy.
Not good then.
Not good. There's not much we can do for her. The good news is I got plenty of tempting specials and an arm that's easy to twist.
But Sarge wasn't about to give up on Frida just yet.
Ugh.
Good-o! Frida's home.
Well, thanks for that.
No problem, Sarge.
Yeah, I owe it to the old girl to give it one last try.
Yeah, look, if you don't have any luck resurrecting her, we've got some terrific new arrivals in stock.
Remember, mature and responsible.
How's your mum? Philip said she's sick. Philip's got a big mouth. She's fine. What else did he tell you?
Please, not about being cut up over our bust-up.
Nothing important.
What does that mean? Did he tell her or didn't he?
I got to get dinner started. You can't cook. I know. I could write you a recipe if you'd like.
Oh man, Philip did tell her. He is going to be sorry. And while Vicky scribbled down a recipe for spaghetti marinara, and Mr. Streeton tried to change Sarge's mind, Egg was gearing up for his big talk with Dot.
Jeffrey!
What's all this?
A surprise for Dot. No harm in making a good impression.
Dad, wrong. This says everything I don't want to say.
Oh, man. I've stuffed up, haven't I?
No, Dad, you haven't. Truly. It's nothing to do. I'm just stressing about what to say to Dot.
Ah, well, the great thing about food, never speak with your mouth full. So if you run out of things to say, all you gotta do is eat and smile.
Thanks, Dad. That's a great help.
Hi.
Hi.
Dot! Hey, welcome. I'm Jeff's dad, but you can call me Rev. Come on in. Jeff's been cooking up a storm, haven't you, son? There's flying prawns, satay sauce, rice, salad. Impressive, eh?
Dad.
Right, sorry. Time to make myself scarce. Big sermon to finish.
Hungry?
Starving. But there's something I've got to tell you first.
There is.
I'm allergic
What?
to prawns and peanuts. They make me blow up like a balloon.
You're allergic to the food.
Sorry.
Is that all? There's nothing else you want to tell me?
Coming through. Sorry, my sermon. Everything okay? Good? Well, I'll go.
Is your dad alright?
Been a bit weird since Mum left.
That sucks. You okay? I reckon I'm going to stay single forever. That way, no complications.
Can you eat pizza?
Egg had been worrying about nothing. Dot wasn't interested in him. His music collection, though, that was another story.
You're so lucky I'm being mature and responsible. Otherwise you'd be head first into the washing machine.
What did I do?
You told Vicky I was cut up over her.
You said you were...
I only said that because I didn't want everyone to know Mum's sick.
Why not?
Because they wouldn't understand. They think she's...
Dotty, I am going completely dotty. Can't find my overnight bag anywhere. I need it for hospital.
Hospital.
I had a word to Dr. Wallace and we've decided it's for the best. Well, I've got to get on top of this thing before it gets on top of me. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, it's okay. Hospital is the best place for me right now.
Mum tried to explain how she needed help and they'd take good care of her and that she'd get better sooner and we'd be able to visit her every day and that we had to look after one another. And this is where we began. Me being everything but mature and responsible. The crash test dummy on top of Zig Zag Hill.
We never talked you into this, right?
And it's not our fault if you end up with 15 broken bones. Make sure your father knows that.
Yeah, and Constable Blob. Idiot.
I'm not sure why I did it. Maybe because I wanted things to be back the way they were. To be a kid again. Lockie Leonard, human torpedo. I wanted Mum to be well again. It's probably better you don't see the next bit. Not on the bone-breaking bitumen. So here's something else to look at. And that's when I realised, right then and there, that we all need a helping hand now and then. And there's no shame in asking for it.
Help! That was the stupidest act you've ever pulled. Mum's going into hospital. She's got depression.
There, I'd said it. I yelled it from the treetops, and it felt good.
You could have broken your neck. Can you please help me down?
The future didn't look so worrying anymore. And that night, us Leonards all had dinner together. Egg had brought round leftovers that Doc couldn't eat. So we had Rev satay prawns and my spaghetti marinara. Even Mum joined in.
Oh, what's that, Constable Blob? If you catch anyone skateboarding down Zig Zag Hill again, you'll throw the book at them. Ooh.
And just then, the weirdest thing happened.
It's raining pancakes!
And that night, Mum kept her promise and read me my favourite story.
And so Pelican Dan slowly opened the squeaky, creaky cupboard door. But the cupboard was so dusty, Pelican Dan let out his biggest, dustiest sneeze.
I didn't want Mum to go to hospital, but if it meant she'd get better, faster, then I guess it was okay.